Divergence. Do you think is it possible to have a gain on account of 40% in 1 month using minimum risk per trade? Hello traders, and welcome to a new video dedicated to the US30 strategy. So if you saw my previous video, it's this one here. I am currently using in the real market this strategy, but from that time when I posted the video, I made some amendments to the strategy in order to make some easier ways to enter a trade. And also I have modified some things regarding the EMAs and the stop losses. So first of all, if you saw the previous video, you can see here that we have some different EMAs. So in the previous version I was using the 20 and the 50 EMA, but after some backtesting I have decided to change them, and now they are 13 and 21 EMA. And also we are not using anymore any ADX for the stop losses, because I find it quite difficult to immediately calculate the stop losses using that value. So we are going to use now some standard stop losses. So with no more further ado, I'm going to explain you now the amendments, and after that I will show you my results of the backtesting of this strategy on the March month. But before that, I would like to show you here a really nice trade that I took yesterday using the amended strategy, but I think it would have been an entry also on the previous version here. So as you can see here, I took a sell trade here that closed at 8.5 to 1. It is a really great trade, and I will explain you after that some things regarding the hours when you can have this kind of trades. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so now let's go here to the charts, and let's find some trades in order for me to show you the amended stop loss. Alright, so for the moment I can see nothing here, so the price is ranging, and I would like to see some momentum to the downside if we would like to take a sell order here. But unfortunately the range is still here. Alright, but after this candle we are going to place a sell position, because even if you see here that we've got a wick also to the downside, we can see that the major pressure is for sure from the upside here. So we can add a sell position at the closing of this candle. And now regarding the stop losses, I'm going to explain you the amendment. So basically we are going to use 30, 40 or maximum 50 points in order to set the stop loss. And the main point is for the stop loss to be above the EMAs. So I can see here that a 30-point stop loss should be just enough for us. And now let's see what will happen next. Alright, so first of all, as soon as the position got to 1-to-1, we are going to move the stop loss at break even, so no more risk on the table, and from that moment we can add some more position if we get any entry. Regarding the target for this position, I can see here some messy price action, so I'm going to maybe add the support and resistances, but unfortunately they are not helping us at all. So we are going to target the next important level that may be a problem for our price, but also we are going to trail the stop loss. So actually this level is somewhere around here from rejection. and here we would have somewhere around 2.5 to 1. Alright, but as you can see here, we may have get more from this position. You can just trail the stop loss, but I have set the take profits right here, and I'm going to add a 2.5 to in the Trading Rush app. Here you will see a simulation of 100k account, so 2.5 as a trailing for this position, if you would like to trail position, because I somehow combine this approach. Sometimes I am trailing the positions, but other times I am just setting take profit on a level that seems to be a problem for our trend. So if you would like to trail your position here, now it's 3.5 to 1, about 3.5 to 1, so your stop loss will be at 1.5 higher, meaning that if you are at 3.5, your stop loss will be 1. And let's see how this would play out. Alright, lastly, I can see here that the price hit a 5.5, almost 5.5 to 1. This means that our stop loss would be at 4 to 1 here. And unfortunately, the next candles would have gotten you out, but from this kind of approach, you can gain more profit. So here you would take 4%, not only 2.5 as I took in my approach. All right, let's see here some more examples, and then I'm coming with the backtesting results. All right, as you can see here, the price made retouch. Actually, this is quite an aggressive retest here, but finally this candle here closed below the 13 EMA, so we are going to place another sell order here. Right, and again, a stop loss of 30 points should be fine, because if the price wants to go back, it will go back even if you set your stop loss at 50 points. So first of all, let's check if the 1-to-1 was hit here, and fortunately the 1-to-1 was hit, so now our stop loss is on break even. After that, the position got to 2-to-1, so the stop loss would be at 0.521, and unfortunately the next candle got us out with a 0.521, and I'm going to mark the profit right here. All right, after that I just missed this trade here, because I personally wouldn't take another sell order here in this zone, because you can see that the price is trying to push to the upside. After that, we can see this week here that maybe a sign of reversal, so that's why I didn't took a trade here, but this time it would work. All right, I would like to see now some clear moves from the market, and this is still not a clear move. All right, but after this candle here, even if we can see that we have a week to the downside, the price already started to break this level here, and now the support zone became a resistance one. So after this candle, I'm going to sell order, and this time we have a huge stop loss, but we will use a maximum 50-point stop loss. This time it will not cover the EMAs, but it's enough for the markets in order to go to a direction if it wants to. All right, so the 1-to-1 was again hit, so our stop loss is on break even, and we are out of this position with break even. What I can see regarding the price here is that price started to go descendingly to the downside, so it's not a clear move with a nice push. It's more of a channel, and I expect from this channel to just explode to the upside sometime soon. So I wouldn't like to see here more sell entries, but it looks like we have one here. So another entry with a stop loss of 50 points, and the 1-to-1 was hit. It's fine, so our stop loss is again on break even, but unfortunately this kind of descending channels are getting us out from the positions with break even, but it's fine because as you can see here, there is no clear direction, so it's better to get out break even than to get out with a loss. All right, so now here after this candle, would be up to you if you would take a trade here. I personally didn't because I'm still looking at this kind of price action here that is still in a channel and in a descending channel with no clear move to the downside. So I didn't took this trade here again, but it be maybe a good one, but I think it would maybe gotten out on even. All right, some messy price action here, but this time I can see some more clear candles that are going to the downside. So this time I'm going to take this trade here because as you can see, we have some impulsive candles, not so tiny as we previously have. All right, again a stop loss of 50 points here should be fine. But the momentum started to just lose its strength, and we have a full loss here of -1%, but quite fine. All right, what is new regarding this strategy is this kind of entries. So that's why I decided to change the EMAs, because it happens sometimes to just lose the trend shifts if you are using higher EMAs that we previously. So this time you can see here that we just made a cross to the upside with a really nice bullish candle. So on the closing of this candle, we are going to place a order again with maximum 50 points of stop loss, and let's see how it will play out. And that's why I'm talking about regarding this strategy and regarding this kind of entries and change of the EMAs, because it offers you this kind of opportunities that you wouldn't have if you use higher EMAs. Okay, let's see where our position got. So at 3-to-1, we are going to trail the stop loss this time. So we are at 3-to-1. Stop loss will be 1.521. Right. And let's see now a little bit what would be our final target here. Only to have an image regarding the move. But it's better for us to trail this time the stop loss, because we can see here that it's a trend shift, and it may want to make a higher high, but unfortunately we are out of this position with 1.521 because previous candle was continued by this move here. So I think you've got the idea. I'm not going to continue this backtesting session on the video because on the March month, it took me like 2.5 hours to finish 1 month of backtesting, so it would be too long. Now I'm going to show you the results on the full month of March. Alright, so here are my results of backtesting of this strategy with the new approach 13 and 21 EMA and using the fixed stop loss. And as you can see here, the results are quite improved. So using 1% risk per trade, you would gain on account 80%. and using 0.5% risk per trade, you would be up with 40% on the account. Now, regarding the recommended risk per trade, I would strongly recommend you to use the 0.5 risk per trade, and that is because if you are using this strategy in a challenge or in a funded account, you have to take a look on the maximum losses in a row. So you can have up to 4 losses in a row, but you have to have in view that due to the discretion of the interpretation of the market conditions and of the market analysis, you may enter trades that are not in a good market condition, and you may have an increased maximum losses in a row. So that's why, again, I strongly recommend you to use only the 0.5 risk per trade, because the gain on account is also impressive, and you don't have to rush the process, because otherwise you can just put yourself in a situation that you don't want to be. Of course, if you are using this strategy on your personal account, use with all your heart the 1% risk per trade, because there you have no restrictions, and after 1 month you can see some really great results. Regarding the trading hours, what I wanted to tell you is that I have remarked that somewhere around 8 p.m. Eastern European time, I think this is somewhere 1 p.m. on New York time, we can have some really nice moves on the US30. Exactly as I showed you in the beginning of this video, you can have some really nice trends, established trends, and you can have some really nice trailings on your trades. So take into considerations these aspects and try to take all the trades you get in that period, because I can see that that is the most prolific period of this strategy in like almost every day. Of course, you will have some days with fake outs, but this is not the point. The fact is that you will have some really nice moves, and you can get some great trades. So that's it for today. I hope I made myself clear. If you have any questions regarding the amendments I made to this strategy, please write them in comments. Also, you can find our social media links in the description. You can write us there, and we will try to find the answers for your questions. So with no more further ado, thank you all for watching. See you in our next videos, and of course, until then, trade safe and trust the process.